Good afternoon and welcome back to Clark's Kitchen. This afternoon I'm going to be making some chocolate chip cookies. We're going to start out in the mixer with 1/2 a cup or 1 stick of butter. I'll tell you that butter makes cookies so much better than if you try to use margarine, or as we used to call it back when I was a little girl, oleo. Butter is much better. One of the things that I do that's a little bit different is instead of that other 1/2 a cup of shortening or butter, I put vegetable oil. It gives you the softest cookies that you'll ever have. So in goes a 1/2 a cup of oil. Then we're going to add 3/4 a cup of sugar. And here's a little secret. You can use the same measuring cup without getting brown sugar in your white sugar. If you measure the white sugar first, simple. In goes the sugar. Next, the brown sugar. And we'll put the measuring cup right inside the bag. Fill up the measuring cup. Pat it down with the edge of the bag so you don't get any on your hand, and in goes the brown sugar. Now we're going to mix the sugars and the butter until they're good and mixed, but it won't take long. As soon as that's mixed up, now I've already preheated the oven to 350. I've already prepared my 2 cookie sheets with parchment paper, so they're ready to go. Now as soon as that's mixed, we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. Won't hurt if it goes over a little extra. And as the recipe calls, 2 eggs, and I've put 1 egg in the bowl. In it goes, and then I will crack the other egg in the bowl, and this just makes sure that you don't get any shell in your cookies. So we'll mix that up. I'm going to scrape down the sides of the mixing bowl just to be sure that we get all of the sugars mixed in with the oil. This is a simple recipe, and I can't tell you how many chocolate chip cookies I have made over the years. It's just hard to say. Now, the recipe calls for a teaspoon of baking soda and a teaspoon of salt. I mix the baking soda and the salt right in here with the wet ingredients. Why? Because I hate to get a little piece of baking soda that's not dissolved in the cookie. So we're going to mix that right in there together. Give it a good mix. Now, we have added extra liquid in the cookie dough because of the oil. So when you measure the flour, we are going to add a little bit extra. And the recipe calls for 2 1/4 cups of flour. We're going to put 1, and then we're going to add 2. And instead of a 1/4 cup, 1/4 cup, we're going to add 2/4 cups. And that just about will make up exactly for a little bit extra for the extra liquid that you put in. Put the mixer back up, start it out on slow so the flour doesn't fly out, and mix it up. Okay. Now here's another thing I like to add to the cookies. that not all recipes call for, and that's a little bit of toffee bits. You can use the kind that have chocolate on them or the plain ones, either one. They're both good. And turn that off. We're going to add about 1/3 cup of toffee bits in there. A little extra won't hurt. But there they are. And then we'll add a whole bag of semi-sweet chocolate chips. And I just mix that with the mixer. There's no reason not to. It'll mix in your chocolate chips and your toffee bits, and you are ready to go. Here's the pan. If you have not ever used a scoop to make your cookies, it makes it so much easier. You get cookies that are the same size. Look at that beautiful cookie. And we'll put about 12 of these big cookies on here. And it'll take about, this will make about 3 dozen cookies. So you'll have to do this 3 times. And you will come out with moist, soft cookies. Hope you enjoy.